Good afternoon, folks. How's it going? Well, I don't know if you can tell. Some of you might be really good with shadows and all the other thing. But I'm no longer in Alberta. I am now in beautiful BC for a bit. And while I'm here during the COVID outbreak and basically hunkered down on the Crazy Horse River, I had an idea that I've wanted to try out for a little while, and I'm going to make this video about that idea and see what you guys think about it. So, I've been sitting around doing some wood crafting, got a little bench, got a table, got some legal marijuana, so you might have some mistakes in the video. And I've got what appears to be a fogger. So, I had just made this video, but I was cussing a little bit at the end, so I decided to stop and redo it for the younger ears in the audience. So, this is your basic fogger. You've got air regulation here with this piece of can that's cut out. I don't know how well you can see it. Okay, so now what makes this a little bit different, I just put this in, so it should be okay. Makes this a little bit different. So that's your air regulation door. Is that this fogger is actually not really a fogger, it's a rocket stove. Made out of a 1 pound propane cylinder. The halves are not yet tacked together, but they should be. And then it fits your standard large soup can. Pretty well, actually. So you can use the soup can as a flat base that won't topple, and if you have one of those round base propane tanks, which most of them are nowadays. And then this fogger bit, hold on one second. The fogger bit just comes right off. So the fogger bit is actually also kind of doubles to prevent any sparks from flying out if you have to go back to your camper, as nowadays fires that are unattended are completely insane and illegal. So you have to go back to the site or whatever. You shouldn't be cooking right at your site, right? Because there's hungry animals coming out, roaming around. You throw the fogger on and you have less chances of sparks coming out. Now, when the fogger stuff is off, it's just a basic rocket stove. And if you wanted to, it would actually be really easy. Oh yeah, right. So what I've done here is all these holes are made to fit your standard soup can sizes. So we've got the smaller cans that are made for cream of mushroom soup or something. And then we've got bean can size. I mean, that might be in reverse order, but anyways, so you got the smaller can, the small can, and then basically the large can, the extra large can, and it all fits together. So the purpose of doing this is that I can actually turn, in this formation, it's a rocket stove, but I can actually turn it on its side, and now you've got basic heater, right? And you can put the cans here and build up a little smokestack as you go along and eat and go through your cans. So what was I gonna say there? Yeah, so it'd be actually really easy to take one of the cans, and as opposed to just making a rack on it, you could actually cut it to basically act as a wood gas stove, I believe. I'm not 100% on this, but I think it would work. You'd have to just, maybe fold the flanges in to suck a little bit more of the current, because you'd have a shorter draw in there, right? Because you'd only be drawing from there to there about. So there might be some mechanical leveraging involved in getting the gases up and through, as opposed to the natural flow that you normally have coming all the way up. Anyway, so just an idea. Propane tanks are easy to come by. I didn't drill these holes, I didn't cut these holes out with a saw. I drilled them out by drilling tiny little holes. Not tiny, but drilling holes and then cutting side to side with just little clippers or whatever. And filed it down so it was nice and smooth and fits nice and snug. So the obvious advantages of this are that everything else is disposable, and the main cylinder is versatile and a little bit tougher. Now, I wanted to put legs on it, but if I put legs on it, it doesn't fit the cans as well. That's easy to amend by just cutting the can a little bit shorter. The legs would actually be posts welded on that legs could stick onto, so they'd kind of just be nubs sticking out at about 1 inch. So, pretty simple thing. Maybe an idea if this stuff gets, progresses any further and things get any crazier and people really got to fend for themselves. Because, the can stoves are super efficient. This will boil water in your standard 2 to 3 minutes, and I'm at 800 and something meters. I believe 880 meters or something like that. So, which is quite a bit lower than my normal setting. And it works just fine. It's not as fast as a wood gas stove, which I've seen boil water in almost a minute at, 1,400 meters or something, which is unbelievable, and I don't think supposed to happen. Sorry, boil may, bring to a hot enough thing that you don't want to touch it. So, an actual rolling boil, maybe not, no. But, anyway, you know what I mean. I think that's pretty much it. I don't want to have this video go too long because my internet access is limited, so I don't want it to be sitting out front of where I need to go for internet to upload it. Stay safe, everyone. Stay healthy. I don't have a hell of a lot of advice besides be very cautious about what's going on and, don't accept everything completely blindly. I've seen, for example, people standing in lines set up by stores, and if you sneeze that goes on the ground, the person behind you walks in it. You're concentrating the factor of risk. So it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me, some of the stuff that's going on. I'm not a big conspiracy theorist. I do believe it's a weapon, whether it was released intentionally or not. If it was released intentionally, I believe it probably wasn't released by China, even if it originated there. I don't want to speculate on who. I have said a couple times who I think potentially, but I mean, it's not fair. I don't have the kind of knowledge. It could be natural too, but I really doubt it. I mean, you look at the people who got it first, some of the first people to get it, just doesn't make sense. But hey, separation of 6 degrees or whatever, right? So who knows? Okay, well, stay safe, everyone. Have a great day. Cheers. Adios.